time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And yet another Monday rolls around, and here we are to start it with you. Thank you for tuning in, however you're tuning in, by audio, by video, podcast, whatever it is.
I think most people by audio only, but some people video too.
Okay, then you're missing out on our good looks, is all I have to say. So if you ever want to tune in via video,
you are not missing out. I can assure you. I can.
You're in for a real treat. All right, let's do some news on this Monday. 4 people, very sadly, lost their lives in a house explosion in Douglas County. Happened over the weekend near Good Hope. The house was really obliterated by what investigators say appears to be a propane leak that led to the explosion. 2 adults as well as their sons were killed. The explosion was so powerful, people 10 miles away felt and heard it and called 911. That's a long way off. Apparently, the house was being renovated when it exploded. You've been warned, so heads up. It's now time for real citations, Springfield police say. After a month-long warning period, they're now going to start issuing tickets for drivers who fail to yield at crosswalks for pedestrians, bikers, kids crossing the street near schools, all of that stuff. Also, pedestrians will be ticketed if they cross illegally. It's a minimum fine of $100. This week, Springfield police officers are working overtime trying to focus on that. So mind your business around crosswalks, whether you're walking, riding, or driving.
Yes. All right. There's still some questions about the repair of the Jefferson Avenue Footbridge. We told you only one bid came in for that project. The new cost of fixing the 562-foot-long bridge that goes over 13 sets of railroad tracks, by the way, is higher than the money currently secured to pay for it. So the city is considering 4 options of varying work and varying price tags. The city council will consider options at its meeting tomorrow night. The footbridge was built, as you might remember, in 1902. It is an icon in Springfield, and it has been shut down for the last 8 years.
Yeah, it's becoming the new Hers building, the saga that was the Hers building. It's now, renovated and doing well, but for a long time we talked in the news about the Hers building. For the last 8 years, we've been talking about the Jefferson Avenue Footbridge.
Yep.
Huge project is being proposed for Joplin, really big. 78 acres that would include 300 residential units, retail space, hotels, plural, as well as indoor and outdoor sports venues. It'd have a price tag of $375 million. Yeah, big. It's being proposed for the former location of the International Paper Company off Rangeline Road in Joplin. It would be the largest development project in Joplin since the 2011 tornado, and the city council will consider it tonight at their meeting.
All right. If you want backyard chickens, you are about to get a green light, likely, regardless of any HOA rules, neighborhood rules, etc. A new bill passed the Missouri House to legalize backyard chicken ownership as long as local municipality rules approve of them. So the bill still needs Governor Parsons' signature to become law, but it is looking likely after passing the Missouri House. So we shall see, but there's a lot of people who want backyard chickens because of egg prices.
Yeah.
It's interesting,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
This is also kind of interesting. The handball program, apparently, at Missouri State University got a $1 million donation. The donation was made in honor of the late founder and coach of the program. Tommy Burnett started that program 37 years ago. He died in 2021, and he believed in club sports at MSU to strengthen lives and the campus as a whole. So it's quite a big donation to a club sport.
Yeah, that is. And handball, it's not the team handball that you see in the Olympics, but handball is kind of like racquetball, but without a racket. You just you use your hand to whack the ball. My dad used to talk about it when I was younger, and I was like, "What do you do now?" And he said, "You just hit it with your hand." And I thought,
Hmm.
okay, that doesn't sound very much fun because I've
I mean,
done
it
it
keeps
and
you
it
in
hurts.
shape. Racquetball keeps you in shape. Racquetball's good.
Yeah. Well,
So if
I
it's
like
like that,
racquetball
whip
because
out the racket. Yeah.
you're not hitting it with your hand. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure handball keep you in shape. You move around a lot and you got to bend down quite a bit. But yeah, I saw. I was just over at MSU. I spoke to a class and I had to go through that building, and I saw the handball courts, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know that they had a team, but I guess it's a club team.
Hmm. Well, there you go. Tommy Burnett, in honor of him, starting that program
That's cool.
37 years ago. 4 coffee shops remain in downtown Springfield. They are the Mud House, Kingdom Coffee, Coffee Ethic, and European Cafe. All of those still up and running, but now you can add a third store to the list of those closing in downtown Springfield's in the way of coffee shops, specifically Greenhouse Coffee and Affogato Bar, which is off South Jefferson, is going to be closing down soon. And as we've already told you, Black Lab Coffee and Classic Rock Coffee, for them, both of their downtown locations have already closed.
Well, people like coffee. People love coffee, but 7 coffee shops in downtown
It's
seems
kind of
like
a
it
lot.
may be a lot.
It's
Yeah,
kind of a
maybe a
lot.
lot. It's a lot of coffee you got to sell to a lot of different people to stay open there. So I hate to see that. Apparently, Disney isn't just for Orlando anymore, or for LA for that matter. Disney is now in Branson, our own backyard. A new attraction is now operating for a limited time in the Branson Mill Shopping Center. It's called an immersive Disney animation. It's an interactive display of classic Disney movies. I'm not sure exactly how it works, to be honest with you. But you can call over there and check and get a ticket and go see it if you want. It's scheduled through January, but the hope is that it will become a permanent feature in Branson. The Disney immersive Disney animation. So I'd be anxious
That is
to see
interesting.
what that is exactly. Yeah.
Okay. This is National Safe Boating Week. And right on cue, we had super hot weather all weekend long. And with that, don't forget, if you're going to take out your boat, make sure you have life jackets on board for everybody, fire extinguisher. Make sure that you check the motor, check the plugs, all the safety tips. If you want Water Patrol to do a boat safety inspection for you, they apparently will do that for free. You just got to flag them down at the marina. Good idea.
And it's boating season. It's also pool season. The pools are opening soon. I know that because Memorial Day
We
is
got a
next
little
Monday.
while.
So,
Is it next
oh
Monday?
no, this Friday our pool
No.
opens. Yeah, this coming weekend the pool's
What?
open. I believe.
What?
Yeah,
No.
Memorial Day is a week from today.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, where have you been?
I don't
The
know.
pools are opening. The
Under a
pools are
rock.
opening. We got to
It's
get
my
Griffin
happy
over there.
place.
He's been in our neighborhood pool. Griffin has been the first person in the water for the last 2 years. His sisters want to beat him to it this year and ruin his streak.
Do
So
they?
we're gonna have
Does
to
he know that?
thwart
Does
that.
Griffin know that?
He doesn't. He doesn't know that. The girls were talking about it in the car on the way back from swimming last night.
I'm going to tell him. And then
They
it's
want to
going to be a
start their
foot
own
race.
streak.
Then it's going to be a foot race. And he might get him on that, to be honest
Well,
with you.
you just got to get him over there. It opens at 10:00, I think, Friday. So just get
They
him
can
over
for
there.
sure run faster than him. I mean, swim faster than him, but he can probably run faster than them. We're about to find out.
Well, all he's got to do is be the first one in. Doesn't matter how
Okay.
long you're in. Be the first one in.
All right.
Tuesday, tomorrow evening at Thunder Ridge Nature Arena, they're hosting a concert for conservation. So this is cool. It's Chris Jansen, John Anderson, Ozark Mountain Daredevils, Clay Self, and the Petersons, all on one night. They're calling it the official grand opening of what they say is America's most beautiful outdoor amphitheater. The big concert for conservation tomorrow starting at 5:15 in the p.m. There will also be a little air show, parachuting, flag ceremony, fireworks. Tickets are at thunderridgenaturearena.com. And then this summer, it's got a big lineup. Morgan Wallen, Chris Stapleton, Luke Bryan, just to name a few. And we were just down at Big Cedar last week, and we saw the roads leading to the Thunder Ridge Nature Arena.
And we
And
both
let's just say
chuckled.
that they've been widened since the Garth
Yes.
Brooks concert, and
Yes.
they're working now to not have any delays, any problems, and it looked to be in pretty good shape, honestly, while we were driving by.
Yeah, I mean, they were moving dirt still though for like big parking lots and yeah. I do feel like it's going to be great. It's going to be like
Yeah,
the
I'm sure
concert
it'll
venue
be good
of all
now that
concert
pro-
venues. Yeah.
problems have been exposed and fixed. I think.
Yep.
We'll see.
Just had to bring Garth Brooks into town. No big deal. Just Garth. It's one of the only people who go by his first name on the planet. But okay, this Wednesday there is another free concert. Speaking of concerts, at Founders Park. Garth Brooks will not be there, nor will Morgan Wallen, I can assure you.
But you
can
won't
bring
get
your
stuck in
lunch and
traffic.
enjoy. But
You won't
that's
get
so
stuck in
true.
traffic on your way
And
out.
what I think is really cool about the Founders Park thing is you bring your lunch because it's at noon, it's free, open to the public, and it's the summer concert series. But I think it's cool to eat lunch with like other people who work in your area. Maybe not in your specific company, but in your area, which I kind of love that, you know?
Well,
You're
and
like building
it just seems like
community.
it's it seems like a really good way to de-stress during the lunch hour, get your mind off work for a while, get outside, enjoy the sights and the sounds and the smells,
Yep.
and then go back to the office. But you've had a
Right.
little break.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. So anyway, this Wednesday, it's music from Mike Mack, and it's all part of the summer concert series every single Wednesday for free at noon in Founders Park. Again, bring your own lunch and pop a squat by someone you don't know and get to know them.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Maybe you'll
it.
end up
All
dancing
right.
by
Well,
the
thanks
end
for
of the
joining
lunch hour.
us. Yeah, thanks for joining us on this Monday. We hope you had a great weekend and it's off to the races. So get to work, right?
Yep. Stick around if you're listening to audio. 30 seconds or so, you'll hear Abby Dyer's wake up weather forecast. Stick around for that because there is some action, maybe some storms this week, severe storms. It's been constant. It seems like it's been every week or so. We've had the chance for severe storms. Certainly been a lot of tornadoes in different parts of the country over the last few weeks. So check in with her weather forecast. And you can also watch the video on Facebook or at aroundtheozarks.com.
All right. Have a good one.
See ya.